You just keep loading. Yes, you do. Do need. Very pleasing indeed. No. There's happening here. What that is happening here? I was wondering for a second there. No, I'm not wondering anymore. You go away, please. You come here, please. You go, please. Because I decided I'm going to do this once more. Just because it is actually kind of fun. I thought I can, you know, give it a bit more of a realistic and focused point of view instead of, you know, just, yeah, thinking about that we're gonna do this a bit more focused. It's also pretty nice because lots of it just allows you to run around and be an idiot about it, which I personally find very much enjoyable. Oh, please load carefully. And there you, that's what I need. Come here and finish loading. And I'm gonna drink a bit of coffee and then we're going to start this. A bit. The coffee still tastes good. Oh, I guess. Frankly speaking, I have nothing to lose but my time. But changing around we do. Get a bit louder, and you should realize we're back at the beginning. Mostly because, and I said, like, you know, I actually want to do this the right way. So basically actually going through this, I think this lower level is supposed to be even more of a tutorial, but yeah, no. We kind of skipped it last time, so I thought, you know, why not go in here and be optimistic. Look around, do stuff. Oh, of course you will remember.
Freight or food?
You will of course remember our little friend here. The sheep. But also remember what happened the last time we met. It's cursing. How's the sheep? How is this sheep cursing at me?
Did you expect a needle?
Yes, indeed. I expect a needle there. Don't you sound so surprised, man? Now we have you.
Did you expect a needle?
The answer to that is still yes. Now there's basically take a thing. I mean, usually what is a good idea is if you find stuff like a letter, you should of course go ahead and just read that, you know. Going like important blah blah blah. Again, that's all of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures, wink wink, by sliding boxes onto the pressure plates. Sliding boxes onto pressure plates, you say? Mama, would be shame if somebody were to do something like this and this. See? And that the children is for all the fun it's about. No. I wouldn't be me without murdering you again. Sheep is fighting back. Ouch. Heal thyself. It's still pretty nice to heal myself with blood. Oh. Lock the sheep down. Protect sheep. Can't really do much. Just, you know, survive. Ouch. I'm gonna heal myself with your blood. Nice. Is there any reason to murder this sheep? You might wonder yourself. Or is this just me being cruel to poor little animals? Oh, in this case, it's just me being cruel. Also, you know, I did it the first time I was here. I'm gonna do it the next time I'm here. Seems only fair if you ask me. Wouldn't wanna, you know, do it any other way. Now then, I remember this.
Come here.
Oh, this is an oil barrel, isn't it? I remember this cunt. Of course she's going to pick up the oil barrel and be like, oh. An electrical discharge scroll. My, oh my. Now if we put you both here. I'm just gonna try something out. I haven't really played around with this in quite literally forever. So you know. Experimentation, as usual, is key.
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps.
Hmm.
Almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
It's buttered guard.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me?
Nope.
You're no Magister.
Indeed not.
You're a sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm snooping around.
The Magister considers you, shrugs, and curls his hands into fists.
You're honest.
I am, aren't I? Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean I'll be letting you go scot-free, though.
Yeah, that's not very nice
I
of
should
you.
have known there'd be trouble.
You may punch me, but I have a sucker punch. Well, and I missed. Knock down again. And cut. Cut. Cut deeper. And just because I can. It's such a
So much
nice
for a
spell.
peaceful stroll.
What were you expecting? Truth be told, what were you expecting, woman? Ah, peaceful. Now then, you, Mr. Cunt. I remember you.
Hey! Get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Why, you engaged?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
You probably deserve it then. Well, I want to
Set
know.
me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Somewhat, yeah. I'm going to think about it.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours. Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lass. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
Oh, absolutely. Surprising, isn't it? That he would turn out to be such an asshole. I'm almost surprised here. Stab, bitch. How do you like them apples? I'm assuming not much at this point. Burning is such a pain in the ass.
What would he have to gain by killing me?
Who knows?
I need to keep my guard up.
Well, he has nothing. I mean, he's a prisoner, I guess. It's that kind of saddening that those two did not catch fire, blow up, and did horrible amounts of damage to anyone. Now then, get out of the way, let us explore further. That seems nice. I will, however, admit this game has just too much of things. Also, this here. Fire plus poison makes boom. Remember, dear children, very important lesson. Help me! Help me!
Empty.
Like my brain. Which is refusing to think about this any further. Oh, collecting stuff. Also empty potion bottles.
Not the most elegant solution, was it?
No. To be completely honest and fair with you, no. It was, however, a very workable solution, and you know, sometimes that is really all that matters.
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
You make a good point there. A really good point. Give me the power to rise. Woke up. Now, since I'm actually there, I'm planning to actually play a bit longer and a bit farther, which actually means I should collect stuff. A small tome. I'm going to read that. Now everything seems... Yeah, take the bucket. You can look idiotic too, with the power of the bucket helmet.
Empty.
Ooh, I can cook stuff. Oh well, I could technically. Oh, so now there's stuff I can't even see how much it would be worth. The game's like, well, can pick this up if you want to.
Empty.
Do you want to? You're sitting here like, not really.
Everything's spick and span. Nothing left to do, really.
Yeah. And there she is again. Miss, I try to be as big of an asshole as I can be, so that everybody's going to love me. Especially those poor little people who have the
Why,
colors.
you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes, there you are. In
Yeah,
the
we've
meantime,
already been
find
through
him on
this.
the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why?
Index
My word. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy.
Sounds joyful.
A new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Mentioned that there was a little accident in the cargo deck. The prisoner's dead.
Is he? Oh well. Some problems simply sort themselves, don't they?
Leaning closer. So the Magister is kinda... You know.
She frowns and peers at you closely, resting the back of one hand on your forehead and taking your pulse with the other.
Delusions such as these are rare but not unheard of.
Why?
I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just take it easy. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why, oh, do go on. My, aren't we? So let's just, for your own...
I will do whatever I wanna do.
Off to the herd, little...
And you will not bloody freaking force me to do anything, bitch.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
A murder, you say? It reminds me, isn't in the first Divinity one of the big things that's going on a murder in actual? Fruit. Good for Elf.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her
Mm.
knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Did the murderer take him into this room? Or was he already here?
Yeah, questions. Questions indeed. Who knows? Oh, I found an old cap somewhere. Well, as usual, I am almost after every bloody penny, because pennies was nice to have. Look at me, I have myself a little hat. However, I'm very much happy that we can just use a button to not look at that.
Behind the magister,
Uh-huh.
a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at
Well,
odds.
what the frick happened? Yeah,
Sorcerer Waters is
you don't shame.
investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Or it's a small she'll find out. Nothing to see here.
He says, while a freaking murder has happened behind him. I kinda wanna eat them at least once so I know the effects.
Take him into this room? Or was he already here?
A teddy bear! Medula. An onion. You have some interesting stuff in your inventory, my friend. I don't really know why you would bother. Chook.
Ugly side burns me up this
Yeah, ugly side indeed.
We're
Yeah,
extremely
yeah.
lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Well, gotta
Findings
get
will
that.
find-
She looks.
I was on. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship.
Hmm.
Unless you can commit murder in your sleep. of
Well, are you
course.
basically Magisters
Finn
then?
was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, it looks more like a... Listen, bring me
Yeah,
a
sure,
good
sure.
lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
I am very
Not in
much.
here it isn't. You let me know.
I will tell
So-
you.
Anything interesting? I'll take that as an...
Are you interesting?
Anything... Right.
That woman really doesn't know how to make it, you know, interesting. I help. That rolls help up. Very much useful. Get as if memory serves. They're still working like they're supposed to. And you can heal yourself pretty neatly with that. Now let's go through this charade again.
Hey, would you please tell how
Sure,
very-
sure,
Yeah,
sure,
Yeah,
sure,
we've
sure.
Gotta keep ourselves
Mhm,
entertained,
mhm,
haven't we? You presume,
mhm,
right?
mhm. You know anything about modern?
Trying not to find any thanks. You take care.
Suddenly, as quickly as
Good luck, Chief. Take it easy, Chief.
I'll take it as easy as I can.
Human.
Yeah, I'm a human.
Careful! Someone died here. A magic person, like us.
Like us, you say.
Wow! You look cool. I like your hair. I like your eyes. I like your colour. I have one too.
Who else did? We're just
Careful! Someone died here. A
just wouldn't be such a
sir. She's a really good
annoying.
singer. I'm better though. Listen.
Take it easy, Chief.
Can't even trade with you, eh? Seems like you'll be.
Name?
Take your
Not so
leave.
fast. Name?
Who wants to know?
Divine Order wants to know.
The Divine Order. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen. Well, you aren't here on my list.
Screw yourself, you bastard.
How dare you classify this slop as food?
the elf is he reaches.
Okay,
He
yeah.
said,
I have my
Mhm.
book.
he grabs.
No, they are working quite adequately. It seems. Oh, you have. Perhaps I should demand the same from those red-cloaked humans. Ah, yes. My name. It is pleasurable to meet you. Is there? Certainly not. It is. Tell me.
Yes,
what
yes,
do you
yes.
know of your our world's history? Oh, please. I have no interest. No. This tech. Where did these gods come from? Who are their people? Of course you don't have any. Now, please run along.
No amount.
Here's the register. You faring okay so far?
Yeah, would you be
Taps
fine?
the co-
Sorry you're upset, ma'am, but we all wear what we wear. You head on.
You do know that it is not entirely correct. Sometimes we wear what we wear because we have to. Not because necessarily we want to, nor because we should, or we are forced into it. What, you might ask yourself, we are forced into? This bloody nonsense. Very freaking color.
You one of them? A divine order loyal? They killed a sorcery. I didn't do nothing, okay? It was...
A broad dwarf. He raised... Listen up, ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that? The ship, of course. A wave
sure.
of hand. But there's more. They're not squeak. His eyes. There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. It's the burden my beard. That means... so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll... The dwarf... That'll be all, thank ye kindly, ghetto. He continued. If you'll be pardoned...
dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Meanwhile...
The irony bites you.
Well, the lizard, all of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
My, we are now then to business. You will answer me 3 questions. Oh, good. On to the second question. Yes, on then to my final query. So, as per you, that won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must... You should probably still...
Yes, let us not go through this again. I don't know why, but most of the NPCs in this game, in particular, have a tendency to make me feel the distinct need to fucking punch them in the face, and that is the nicest thing. There were a lot of things going through my mind, and that was the nicest one. I'm pretty sure that tells you a lot. Yeah, take a bucket, you bloody bastard. Let's give me a bit of your gold. It's actually interesting. They're like, I hate you, but I will trade with you. Because, well, why not, I suppose.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
A scruffy man, rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans,
pinches left,
hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction.
We used to know.
Standing, Ifan.
Saying he was at 14 years old. No, the dead. He laughed out with joy. Wonder if he's in it.
What are you...
Magister Victor.
I'll find out.
Ifan perform.
Stop
Ifan raises
talking to me if you don't like it, beach boy. Or if you excuse me. I need to, well, scrounge some of your stuff. Cooking pot has some worth. Another pocket knife. No, I could wield my pocket knives and be like, well, a kid playing a game, I suppose. Mashed potatoes. Still, mashed potatoes. Pretty sweet. I do like myself some potatoes. Potatoes are great. Don't mind me while I steal all your stuff. Don't mind me while I steal all your stuff. Don't mind me while I steal all your stuff. Then I read your recipes and stole them too.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Fascinating.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty.
Cute your light. What you gonna do about it?
Snake. I bet that's rolling, deciding fates.
Well then, who's?
She looks you up.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you.
I could lick your arm and tell you.
She gives you.
You were reminiscing. Of course it. But don't. I don't.
Yeah, I know. I had some mixy dreams there. Good. Yeah, I remember that hunk. Yeah, totally. If I go forward, everything is going to be horrible again. Hey, say.
Take care of yourself now.
You have some money left, yeah? If you want a cooking pot from me? A poor cooking pot salesman, eh? I have become. Was that my existence? Sad my existence has become. Now then, let us indulge in some horribleness then.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Whatever use.
What on earth is the matter?
Murder most foul. And I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
My. Wouldn't that be unsurprising? Pumpkin soup. No, you're not gonna let me pass.
So you would...
Yes, I
You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means
she reaches.
I'm just
subdue me.
She smiles.
Press.
Precisely.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Lots of burning noises and horribleness all around.
What's happened?
Not much. But I do see a few corpses that we can probably plunder. Not that they apparently had the decency to have much on them. Ungrateful. Let me tell you. Archived. Active. We armed ourselves with some basic weapons. I mean, we had ourselves some weapons. I'm just gonna point it out. I can now dual wield pocket knives. Now I can go for the makeshift. Yay. Let us once again start with really hammering points home. Well, we do the usual, which is not much, apart from the whole stealing, whatever the frick we can find. Alright, is this the point already where everybody is down? Yeah, this is the point where everybody is down, which means I can steal from everyone. I can see you have my stuff. Your source stock is dead. That is not pleasing.
The young woman lies in a heap on the
Wake up!
floor.
I will say that if you stay there for too long, you're probably going to drown. Was it necessary to kill the sheep, though? That's so an inhumane act. Poor animal couldn't even fight back, now could it? Let us not talk about what I did one level below. That was a whole other... yes, thing. Yes. May not empty. Game's like, no, this not empty.
The Magister lies on the floor, unconscious.
She's not fighting back. Free XP. My, thank you very much. I enjoy your free XP. I could myself some pants. I could myself some... well, they really look shitty. Then again, this one doesn't hold any armor anyway, so let's go for Conan the Barbarian style sort of level. Cool. Let's take that up too. Sure. And then you are all down and useless, like...
Not the final dark. Not yet.
get up.
The dice rolled up.
The elf lies.
The elf lies around, going like nerp, 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 derp, 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 elf, derp.
Ifan lies motion. His eyes. Ifan lies motionless. His eyes. Ifan lies.
Van is a bit of a bitch boy. Everybody's down, just me once again having to do.
The dwarf, you hear of the dwarf lies in.
Oh, what? Water? Wine, for goodness sake.
The lizard's eyes.
You really never break character, do you? And yeah, I had some hopes. Yeah, think about it. This lies, this down here is pretty damn freaking long, isn't it? Don't worry, doggy.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Maybe. Now, as we remember from the last time, we know that there are some bloody freaking assholes there in the other room.
That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Boom. I may be wet, but I can take care of this. No. This one's safe. Oh, very nice of you to store all your stuff.
Thank the gods. By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer.
Indeed. Can you get this off me?
If I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny.
Well, do you know anything about that woman?
Curdled my blood when she appeared. Ship shook like a typhoon had struck, and then she was gone again. Look around. You see how that story ends? Nothing but Source can do this.
Well, intelligence, persuasion. Tell him there's no mutiny.
Your lies and
That's not a lie, actually. I almost died because she almost murdered me. Executed. That was rather satisfying. Can I reach him? Cannot. Let's end my turn wait. He has to run all the way to me. Fuck, he actually managed it. With spare AP, mind you. How the fuck did you manage that, you asshole? I'm not yet wounded. Does this cost me much? No. Ooh. I'm encouraged now. I have everything plus. Ouch. Would you not do that, maybe? No, that kinda hurts. Damn it. Wasn't enough. Ouch. Well, I mean, that's the disadvantage of going all Conan the Barbarian. You kinda stand there pretty fucking naked. The good thing is, I can suck blood right up from the floor. Don't you need to bend down? Now here's one of the problems that, in my opinion, comes when you play a game like this. See, it's nice how they add this option, you know, you can pick up stuff like this, like rook. Going in the realistic option, it's like, yeah, there's a cupboard you can take stuff out of this. Okay, I get it. But then again, if I see something like this, a fully armed and armored person, I should be able to take all of their nice stuff. Including their weapons, their shields, their armor, you know? Don't just start with it and then stop doing it in the middle because convenient. Like this, I destroyed painting. Yeah, it's nice that I can take the painting off the wall. It is nice, mind you. Scroll of Resurrection, you say. And a few bone tomes. But as long as there's actually Actually, can I use... Yes, I can. I can quite literally go all in, attack a bloody door. And they say it. I need a thief. No, really, I need one. Another gold cup. Very nice. The game give it. The game take it.
Gods damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick.
While I am generally of this opinion, plundering stuff is a lot more fun, isn't it? That was not really what I wanted to do. Can't move. My, you tell me about it. At least game is like, yeah, let's give you realism. Now it burns. I'm sitting here like, game, you may shall read a book about realism and why something like this package, which is probably wet as fuck, would probably not just burn.
Great gods, something's pounding on the hull.
It's just a tentacle monster, don't worry. Well, I mean, technically speaking, you are female, and according to hentai logic, you should be worried the most of all of us. But still, do not be worried. This is not that kind of game. Yeah, stop growling. Not gonna help you, doggy. You should run. You're smart. Because if you're not smart, you're gonna die.
You put the skeleton.
Yeah, we went through it already.
It's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming or some such?
The skeleton.
Yes. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to. Do you look at me? No. Whereas I believe you, I had a mask still. She'll drown with the rest of these. Indeed, I would.
The skeletons.
Well, skeleton, let me point out what I pointed out the last time. See, his idea is all nice and dandy, but he has no idea where he is. Quite literally. Which means, if he goes down with this ship, he'll be at the bottom of the ocean, most likely without a compass. Sitting like, so I don't know where north, east, west, south is, but I'm just going to start wondering if
the marking on the door was you press your it doesn't, but the door at
some point I might actually find land. Tentacles. Just let me point it out again.
Death fog. I need to get out of here now.
Because she's like, death fog, and then she's like, I'm going to run very much close to that. See, at least they are not promising you anything they are not willing to actually hold. That thing is insta-kill. It should be, because the game is like, yeah, it is insta-kill. Also, do excuse me when I'm preparing to get myself something drink ready. Need to open it. How and why this is a thing, though? Let us not ask this nonsensical question. Somebody would have to answer. We don't want that, now would we? Would you at some point, please? Start running. The initial had a turn. The initial died. The game's like, go over there, take that scroll, use the fire scroll. Okay, let's actually do what the game would, what it tries to suggest here. Something like this. Fire! You're on fire, bitch. Ouch, 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 ouch. Actually, if I go through them, are they both gonna get? Yep, they're both gonna get hurt. Bam! Like a lumberjack just going like thring, thring. And that tree is down like a beach, let me tell ya. Now then. A shift, you say? As I pointed out before. We are a bit worried here, mostly because we're female and this is a tentacle monster. But luckily for us, this is still not that kind of game. Otherwise, things might actually get, you know. Oh, come on, freely. This time you just decided that, yeah, sure, let's put the fire out. I mean, don't treat me wrong, I very much like that, because then I can go up there and pick up my stuff. Not having to worry too much. You, my friend. A bit crispy, eh? Haha, let's prove the point. Woman on a ship, bad luck. Yep. Checks out. Checks out. Indeed. I always knew it. Indeed. -1 chance.
Shut your trap, kid. The dwarf. You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
There's a ladder.
You're gonna be the death.
I'm gonna be the death of everybody, I know. But those are my potential future companions, you know? Okay, first at least not a dead bitch already.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a wait. Void Vulcan.
Well, then why don't we open with this? Nice little courage on myself, because that is very good for my stats, and then we wait. Well, I mean, they are beardless, I'm sure that's quite the insult for your little dwarfy.
They who are about to triumph salute you.
I mean, on one hand, he's funny, yeah.
I thought Void Vulcan was supposed to be scary.
On the other hand, he's pissing me off quite fiercely.
Let the games begin.
See, I can already tell, she's a fucking thief. I want her. I want you in my team, bitch.
I've faced worse.
Well, if you say so. Yeah, is it my turn at some point again? No? I think he even pulled a pledge and he's so bored she started making stretches. Very like, see, she's like, don't do that. Please be careful with that. Isn't the combat over? Are you an idiot? From being missed. Oh, still alive, little bitch. Let's change that. Me and my piece of wood. Yeah, you will go up a... You go up first, I take care of you now. Unringed corpses, I know how games work. See, this might look like this ship is going to sink any minute, but let's be honest here, it's not really going to sink. Your blood is my blood. At least we're not getting any, you know. That's the problem, see. When you're an asshole to me, as the protagonist, at some point in the future when you need my help, you're gonna end up like this. Lying in your own fucking blood. You're making a good point there. There actually is not time. As we've already seen this, let's skip ahead and go to the rocky beach. I think we should actually assemble a bit of a more useful team this time before we go into combat. That seems like a very viable idea.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive.
Yeah, good combination of both, probably. No. Fun thing is, shells are worth shit. Nothing. Quite literally. Still, technically they have value, even if it's a very, very little value.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
And as such, it kind of feels like, you know...
The child has his...
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Yes, that's so.
Why, I guess. Are you a sorcerer? One of those...
The child's...
I don't see any source on you or me.
I
guess... Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone... They're gone now. But you didn't die. I guess I am. There isn't anywhere. You'll see.
I'll see a lot of things, including the fact that I'm not gonna be very happy here. I'm still going pretty much Conan the Barbarian style, which is all nice and dandy, but I would prefer some actual armor before I get involved into more combats. Because if I remember, the combat in this is actually somewhat not even necessarily challenging, it's just punishing the unprepared. It's a good way of saying it.
Voidwoken! Those are the same beasts that sank our ship! Damn, we've made it to shore.
Well, okay, one hit, one miss. What are you trying to tell me, creature? That was a nice hit. They're not nice enough. Don't worry, I will suck some blood very short. As soon as there's blood, actually, technically speaking, don't even have that much of a problem. Take your stuff. And then I will take your stuff. Stop it. Stop hitting me. Boy. Well, I mean, and again, there is more than enough blood around.
Bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Yeah, but those bloody collars, as you very rightly pointed out, are pretty damn useless apparently when it comes to that.
I wonder in which order.
It got dark fast. But yes, let us think about the possibilities of getting eaten alive and or drowning. Both seem to be ways of dying that are very much promising to be nice. Now then, as you probably remember from the last time, we can now pick up the most annoying creature in the whole wide world, the Red Prince. As I like to call him, Bitch Boy. You might be wondering, why would you call him like this? And the answer to that is, well, because he is quite a bit of a bitch about things. Also annoying. And a prick.
You spot a Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the lizard.
Yes, chances you
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the...
My gratitude. Now then, if there's nothing further, I'm sure...
He sighed.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks up.
As for I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that fall... What do you mean?
Suddenly...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. The very same. I am, of course.
There's a brief...
That's the grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. This and that on the other... Fine. On one... For reason... I've reason to believe one of them may be You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? So, now that... Even if you are... As a born fighter... I prefer the very well.
The Red Prince not.
Now, as you're, of course, there are.
See, my problem is when NPC, even when it's someone like this, where I can quite naturally get the nice feeling that I want to murder him. Where was I? Oh, right. It was like, can you do me a favor? I'm like, yeah, I can. Technically. Potentially. I got some armor. I don't know when I found that, but I'm very happy to have that. Even got myself some shoes this time. Oh then, Red Princey. What do we have? You have a knife on a stick, 5 to 6. Man, I hate to say, but you actually have a pretty good weapon there, all things considered. Range, single-handed, two-handed, 200 increases damage and multiply when using two-handed melee weapons. Subjects may spear on staff. I think I will actually stay with two-handed. Then there's leadership, dodging resistance, bonuses to enemies in a 5-meter radius, perseverance. Kinda nice. We have Necromancer 1 and Warfare 1. Let's actually increase my Warfare. I think that's rather useful. Then we have Persuasion, which I should learn because I'm the leader of this band. This ragtag band of nonsensical creatures that I shall lead very much heroically. Now, first things first, I will collect as much nonsense as I can, and I will try out to eat some things. Because that too falls into the category of why the frick not.
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes, its eyes clear.
Generally speaking, quite nice, you know. The environment is nice.
Now where shall I put this one?
But the problem is with those companions,
Hey lady, I'm sure glad
they are getting could you stop doing that? Give me back my shell, you bloody bitch. It's mine now. Every shell on this beach belongs to me now. I have decided so. Which reminds me, I have no teleportation or anything spell. Yet, that is. No, that is not worth anything. Alright, there's crafting in this game, isn't there? But did I ever make use of that, mind you? That was nice, like, you can craft stuff, and I'm like, well, that's nice and dandy. What shall I craft then? First you have to find the recipe, and I'm like, oh, screw you then. I could look this up, but I don't want to. That kind of takes the fun out of it. Now then, let us avoid this whole scene. That we might come back later and beat somebody up. You might be like, wow, would you do that? And I'm like, well, not. A 45 scroll. You're really giving me a scroll of 45. Are you fucking serious, game? Is that your way of being a teasing little bitch boy?
I found something.
Can I actually make a marking on the map? Yes, yes I can. Good game, very good game. Because by the time I get myself a shovel, I will be like, okay, now where was this nonsense? And then I will have to go all over the fucking beach. And I don't want to do that, because no, screw you. And yeah, that's my whole argumentation here, basically. No, screw you, I don't want to. You go up here? Sure you can. It's a lot more fun later when you have stuff like teleportation and stuff. You have a shovel up here, you bloody bastard. I mean, I don't really know who this belongs to, but... You bloody bastard, I have a shovel up here. How about you screw yourself? Yeah. It's actually hard to tell. Now then, I found myself some actual armor. Look at that. I almost look like I could stand on the front line and survive maybe even a second. Good beginnings. Yeah, I can't reach. I imagine so. Which means no option here, no option here. The only way we can go then is inside here. Meeting up with Fane. Again.
I wonder where this leads.
You know.
As the alcove opens, he's lean bugger.
How much
skeletal
damnation? Ah! Oh, it's you. I must admit, it seems the I chased.
Why did you enter here?
the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Oh yes, an exception. A face that I could then.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks.
Because my own. You. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my feet. Simply put, indeed, at least from this realm. A cult. I could. But I will.
Yes, yes, we've already gone over this, you know.
Wherever they are, well, that several centuries, in fact. Perhaps I should thank him. Perhaps. Regardless, they are not here. I suppose you seem more excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. I could do that with one hand. Splendid. Very well.
You know, when somebody is like, I am a mage, but I can be everything, then I'm like, well, then why don't you try being the best possible mage you can be? Can't reach. Can't reach. I don't think we'll have... Let's avoid the poison. Or are you like this? Make sure that the poison is all burned. Because poison is surprisingly unhealthy. Seems my timing was just right.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knee. The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence.
There are monsters here. Lizard ones, and Master, it's their fault. I'll never see parents.
Her eyes lock with... The child does...
Apparently you have nothing else to say though.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here. Go, she-pig!
She-pig yourself. I don't think I've actually tried any of my food yet. I should probably read those before selling them. Yeah, have a basket. Those are ingredients. A gold cup is an ingredient, you say? That's interesting. Not sure if I ever want to try that at some point. I can try it. Oh, great, you're not even going to give me all of that, eh? What a bitch. You're not gonna get my good stuff either. Screw you. Okay. Auntie, you're not that much of an idiot. Nothing in there that looks like it would be sellable for little.
She eyes you.
Please.
I do know that you're not making many friends like this. Would anybody care if I were to... apparently they really don't care all that much about me stealing their stuff.
You hear me, human? Leave. You hear me, human? Leave.
Well, okay. That's not a very good situation. Let's not steal for such a menial reason. Oh, let people steal who actually are good at it. Too bad. Not sure. Let's take that up too. Because why not? It's not like we're gonna get an inventory as messy as potentially even deadly. Now, if you remember, the last time we were here, those bloody turtles started turning. This time, we want to prepare a bit.
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming.
Indeed. Do I just want to attack you though? Sure, why not? Plonk. Big turtles. Big turtles turn. Impalement. Your impalement is weak. Also annoying. Probably enough if you start like this. You run. Try to run away. Well then, can you actually do a charge? Demonic Stare, which uses Source. Well, okay, let's put that. Shields up. It's off. Then we have your Dragon's Blaze. 45, which is also above. I mean, they're the same. You actually restore stuff. And we have Battle Stomp. Can you reach? You cannot reach. How much do you cost? 2. Blong. Just getting up to get knocked down again. Your poor existence is not worth much, eh? One has to agree, necromancy is quite nice art. Ouch. Ouch. Boom!
Glory is mine.
Burn the evaporator. Richer. Solved my fire problem. Ignore.
Swallowed too much seawater, by the looks of him.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
Well, I mean, the point is, he's dead. We are not. Enjoy it, I would say. Well, some guts, I suppose. All I got from it is the turtle's guts.
What's this? I found something.
Nice. We also got a shovel. That's even nicer. Solving our problems one by one. I will admit, that chest is quite surprisingly sturdy. I mean, really surprisingly sturdy. Give it up. Big chest. All your resistance. What was it troll you have, my friend? My companion? Not much, I suppose. Yeah, take some boots. Leather armor. Oh, as for you, you have quite literally nothing, I suppose, equipped. If we can give you a turtle's claw. You can and shall we give you anything else though? Yeah, we can have something, I guess. I mean, it is something. It's better than nothing. After all, even mages are not completely protected from getting the occasional hit or two. We'll also use this opportunity to actually read all the nonsense we have. There's an auto-sort button. Oh, no, that's useful. Small door. Read. We have to long presumed source as a virtuous part of civil. One day another order must follow it. Source. Hunter's footsteps must be muted. Oh god. Unspecified. Take your knife or shift, that's all you have to stick or branch. Now you've got a sword. Of swords. Kinda think you underestimated the distance. And if barrels have been locked down and such, stay out. When it starts fooling around, and there'll be lights out. Good to know. I answered my prayer, accepted the gift, and then to my dismay, as well as she was, and I her buffet. Well, sucks to be you, my friend. Yeah, somebody who likes that. What's not to like about dragons, you know? Good spirit, blah blah, he has a son, and most of them, you have the dice, your own wolf, Greek blah blah, some wolves won't get over it. Like me. Once performed great deeds, blah blah blah, fear, blah blah blah, crafted stuff, blah blah blah. Backwards spread, hunger, many attempts to stand up, wizards, beloved as scholars, and your mother probably too. Resurrection, the go to the mackerels, he's dead. Disruption for transactions, what is place called? Your nonsense. Ah. Ah. Yes, and that was all the letters we had. We didn't learn much about this nice little island of ours here.
Go! Get out! You are not welcome here! Go, man-pig!
And it's like, I am not even alive anymore. How dare you call me a man-pig?
The child doesn't lift her head from her knees.
Please call me non-dead pig. Or dead pig. Or something. Alright, for the moment we have actually managed to keep all of our little thingy burps alive. Now we shall once again try to sneak in without getting their attention. We will, however, also have the nice little problem of having those bloody bastards up there.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
Climb.
I told him I'd known exactly. Didn't I?
Climb like a bitch.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo.
Hoppala. Keep your lemonade, bitch.
Have you seen him? None of your business.
Don't disturb me again, unless you've seen me go. None of your
I've seen nothing. Oh, did I see? Remember those 3 very nice people? They are going to be the next ones.
That's it. I call court.
Sad. I kind of thought that maybe I might get something out if I actually... Wait, now feign. Let me make an experiment here. If you climb up there, which you can.
Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same. There's no rest for... Go well, my...
That should give me an advantage, generally speaking. But those two need to be close by.
Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we... Why don't you join us in a round? No problem, Freshie. In that case, enjoy. I'm sure the Reds told ya. No one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. With pleasure.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd do that. Throw shit at enemy, she can bounce to enemies in 5 meters range. So if I throw that at you, bong, can hit both. Can you hit him? No. Means you can only run forward. You're a mage, aren't you? Well, not really. Sadly, we cannot. Really do what we want to do. At least I can suck some blood. No, then Fane, you have all the advantages you could ever wish for. Make use of that.
Glory is mine.
Watch.
Prepare yourself.
And goodbye. Make yourself stonks. Now then, we have 2 people that definitely need to get murdered. This nonsense. Then I need to murder you, because I need health.
Cornered.
Cornered. Bleeding, blocked by physical armor. Didn't think about that, did you?
Meet your maker.
Weak. Weak.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Don't have that much left now, have you? Ouch. Can I hit you with that? I can. I get you. I get you.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Send as your children, your supplicants, a new divine.
Healing!
Well, I can heal you, which is good because I was for a second like, can I even heal you with anything that heals normally because you are an undead? And generally speaking, undeads don't heal well. To put it mildly. Well, I mean, at least I got him something. Well, some more stuff. Ah, well. The good thing is, we've gotten stuff. The bad thing is, we need to murder a few people for that. Then again, I don't think they'll be missed overly much. Still not going to wear a bloody bucket on my helm as a helmet, because that just looks dumb and is dumb.
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
Don't touch me. You're too close. This collar, this place, it's squeezing the life from me.
Is that so?
I can't. How is it possible?
Her hands...
Yeah, I know, times are rough. Things suck, I know. Horribleness, thy name is Business at 40 here. I mean, at least when you sit down and do fucking nothing about it. If of course you're like me and you're basically like, Rook, time for an adventure. Adventure.
Please, please, you must help me.
I must
no
not.
No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby.
Horrible story, ma'am. Horrible story. Don't mind me while I'm just checking out the inventory.
I'm sick with worry. Yes, she ought to come with you then. You are...
I feel I can't hear that, Farah. You got to cut that out. What's happened to you? Known her all my life. What else do you... And there ain't...
Well, yeah. He makes a pretty good point.
Farah. She ain't come back.
I told him I knew exactly, didn't I?
Mummy's right here.
Sharp rock. That is now my sharp rock. As everything else in this fucking belongs to me. Technically speaking.
Hello. You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Bow your head, please. If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend.
Is that so? Fascinating story, bro. Fascinating story.
Is it indigestion or is it... Oh god, not now.
Haven't you heard?
Hmm.
Bishop Alexander, the divine's own son, is... Do not doubt that he...
Hello. Hey, I know you.
I know you too.
The dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Nice.
Back then I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. And you. Glad to see you made it.
Well, yeah, I'm also very glad that I am me and I made it.
Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you
Yeah, that's absolutely something you can misunderstand if your mind is just a bit indicator. Let's not talk about it. Well, not really sure, you know. Water, and around.
Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean.
Well, yeah.
I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means?
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Dark light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to...
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... hospitable?
Would I make myself at home?
What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like... But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price.
Sounds nice, actually.
Like a
Can I sign
goddamn
up?
gold star inn for the disembodied.
So how many?
Feels like just one, strangely enough. Big one, though. Don't know its name yet, either. It takes time. So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Yeah, joyful indeed.
So true. And you can stay as long as your heart desires, free of charge.
I know, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Have you checked out the beaches yet? Those beaches are to die for.
So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Sure.
It does, right? Before we head out,
Mhm.
I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. So you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when push comes to shove.
Good that we're on the same line here. It's more of a when scenario, isn't it?
Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal.
Sure.
Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well, that was easy.
Enchanter you were, and enchanter you shall be then. You can have electric discharge, hail strike, rain, encourage because you're a human, of course. Landing song, which will require you to use your thingy burp. Get some attack. Well, that's all nice and dandy. I'm still missing something very important.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine,
Hmm.
avatar of the 7 gods. It does not react.
Shame. Shame indeed. It should react and be like disapproving.
Hey, Freshie, what you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now.
I'm a freshie, as you just mentioned. I just arrived. How the hell am I supposed to know anything? So,
What do I need your help for, Freshie? If you're done wasting my time...
well, lad, you're so much more accomplished than me, aren't you?
So this is for Joy.
Yes, indeed, for Jim.
Disaster.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you.
You have some nice things there, don't you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
So, you like what you see?
Cheeky. What's your name? I'm Butter. Nice to meet you.
Been here long?
Enough, I reckon. I'm surprised they haven't come for me yet. Most folks get taken away for the cure after just a week or two. Everyone talks a big game when they get here. Big games get smaller when you've got one of their weapons in your face, though.
I will get out.
The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Sounds nice.
Wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs?
Sure.
She leans forward and grazes your cheek.
Until then.
Very nice.
Need something in the kitchen?
She smiles.
Soon. I know what you mean.
Nice. Got myself a date. I'm not even in 5 minutes and I've got myself already a date when I get out. This is right here is what we call success.
Take your coin then.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here?
Jesus, you've got money on. How can we sort this somewhat reasonably?
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means. Only the finest, you know.
Oh no, this just puts me in here. My first bow. I'm sure I've read most of those. And we have that stuff. What are those? Miscellaneous. Well, the shovel is pretty damn useful. That seems like something that will curse you when you actually sell it. And we got stuff we could eat. Stuff I actually want to take a look at. So.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
211. Give me 211 coins, please. Come on. Well, fine. You still have money. So what else do we have here? It's scoundrel stuff. But I'm not a scoundrel.
I know that look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way? And I can tell you, you can't find out by slipping down that hatch.
By slipping down that hatch, eh?
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Keep it down, will ya?
Okay, let's move all of that up here. Especially stuff that you can't even use because it's going to murder you. Now then, a one-handed axe. That's probably going to be better. I mean, it's somewhat better.
You forget my name here. Take your coin then.
Read, cut rid of fort, some horribleness.
Worse than war rations, please.
Read.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will ya?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Yes. Give me more money, please. I always like to have money.
Worse than war rations, these.
Well, then you're not going to just let me steal your stuff.
Griff is slowly methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
Ah, you don't say.
What? Who's asking?
Say it's another human.
He smirks and holds the little knife.
I'm listening. Sure, have good stuff, huh?
Not really. I don't really have anything of interest, though. There you are.
Can't help you there. If I could, I wouldn't be here peeling goddamn potatoes.
He points the tip of his blade at the grisly sight of the elf hunched over, clutching his knees.
I solve my own problems. Oh, they'll cure you of your sauce. Nightshade will cure you of an headache too.
It does. Forever. Interesting, isn't it?
Leave him be. Don't. Listen, I can help you. Shut up, elf. This clown caught him stealing from my kitchen. Still won't say where he stashed my supplies. Sound like someone you'd let off with a slap on the wrist. Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy. Supplies. Crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk or he'll die quiet. Ain't been here long, have ya? No one gets to have it all. No one.
He twirls his knife between his fingers.
Divine's gone. This blade is the only god watching over Fort Joy.
Well, I don't really feel the need to get involved yet, though I do remember kinda that there is a reason for helping him, isn't there? More bad rolls. Always nice. So far, so good. Oh, you might remember this.
Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? Please.
You're talking.
Oh, for...
Say it again. Well, go on.
Well, hit...
A flat...
She never...
He had dirty socks on him. Now that there's blood here, you wouldn't mind me taking that for myself now, would you?
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer.
Murder's a big word. No. This here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul. The love of my life. Granny.
He tenderly runs a hand.
If she were here, she'd tell me this plank is crooked. Chastise me for using warped wood on her final bed.
The man holds a hand to his cheek for a moment. He turns...
Let me guess, he would not react very kindly if I just... Well, I mean, he is surprisingly reluctant to partly murder again. I'm just gonna point it out. Very nice of him. Not the sort of patience you would expect from somebody who just very recently murdered somebody. Alright.
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts, and doesn't look up as you approach.
What? Oh, new, are you? Very good, very good. Make your advice. Hold on to yourself, my friend. The fort is full of decent folks turned savage by confinement. My mind? What else, my friend? No doubt the two are...
What? I didn't take anything.
When another divine arises,
Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after your buddies were through. That's so.
We find Source so dangerous. What in his death wouldn't have a thing about it. So Void Woken not attractive.
Yeah, that's the guy who's like, I've got potential outweigh. Just need to listen to me.
You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? In that case, listen up. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I ever want you interested. Believe whatever you want. The plan. There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me. What? You see, I need someone who can handle enough to get that.
Basically, you just like to be a little bitch about it. I know. Making me do all the bloody work. Ah.
It's time to accept reality.
Ah, reality is reality. Isn't it all just a fantasy? The arena. Okay, I don't think I've missed much up here. Let's go down then. Now, how many teammates can you actually have? I kind of forgot.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the... So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find.
Well, I cannot say what I seek.
Understand. Now tell me how your story ends.
Well, hopefully with great power.
An old ambition. I have a token for you. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore.
Fascinating. Now then, where's that guy that we need to avoid? Was it Magoo? No, it's Nadine that we need to avoid. Let's make it a little safe.
Cowrie, cockle, clam.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Pretty damn pricey, that
Haven't
thing.
seen you around here before. Wow.
Just arrived then, eh?
Don't worry too much. You here alone?
Oh, close those.
You keep them friends of yours close. Not much in this world
Mhm.
someone you love can't make better.
Oh, why are you here
Used
alone?
to be I had a family, a husband, and then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Wait.
Her eyes.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan. He was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked.
She talks for some time. Joy.
What a gift to think of. Take care of yourself.
I'm a nice person. I just know how to get people. Yeah. Now, let's cut all of our lines. Position ourselves like you go here. You go here. I run here because he's going to run in my direction.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said.
Ah, all of these shenanigans. Come on out with it,
Pay the bills, of course. Time's up, Your Highness.
Better stinch.
It's stabbing time.
Now you are standing in the fire for the moment. Now this should help with my blindness.
Glory is mine.
Shit. I read bleeding as blind. That's a bit of an idiot. Dick move, I will admit. Well, kind of fell down there, didn't ya? Yeah, that's a sad state of affairs, isn't it? Be a shame if somebody were standing by your side and would start hacking at you. Yeah, I kind of shocked him too, didn't I? Sorry. Why do you not have weapon? Did I sell you a weapon? Some bloody fucking odd reasoning. Well, that is great, of course. That is very great. No blood? That's surprising.
Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Why are you standing in Thai flames? Why are you continuously burning? That is a lot better, isn't it? Now then, there's a dead body. I would very much like you to take stuff from that. Secondly, we need to find a weapon for you. What a pain in the ass. What do you have to say?
That was rather fun, wasn't it?
Well, from what,
I
yeah?
do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat.
Cut a cutthroat's throat. That's one way to say it. Well, awfully relaxed, aren't we?
Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me. All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
Well, at least he's taken it with,
You won't regret keeping those friends of yours at your... I brought my own...
Now, what I need to do now is find where the frick my weapon landed. A rather important thing, I would say. Or, also an option, mind you, find myself another one. Oh, they're alligator, rager, fuggly bugglies, aren't they? Pretty sure I could do something about them at this point in time. I have enough team members. But let's not take just risk for funsies and gamesies, and instead let's actually look off. I can't just find myself another weapon. Also, where's the new stuff coming from?
So, what's the news?
Daniel says we have a problem, boss. I would like to make it too obvious, but
The woman is scrabbling at her throat, as though she can hardly breathe.
actually, don't I have recipes? How do I craft stuff?
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Knife on a stick.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart?
She's gone, Farah. Gone.
Could you tell me if that is a two-handed weapon or not, game?
Hey, Freshie. What you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now, just like every...
I don't know shit, and if I knew, I wouldn't tell you, because you're not nice. Why I should help somebody not nice? I'm no idiot. I think I made trade here, didn't I?
Still on your feet, eh? Glad to hear it.
So
Feel free to take a gander at the stock, if you're so inclined.
there's my makeshift club. I would very much like to have my makeshift club back. I miss it. Hildur's plate. Let's sell the cursed item. I mean, those are ingredients. I don't want to actually keep those. Oil flask, poison flask. Bronze. I might actually need those at some point. Okay, so I can give you the remaining gold. Jesus, but you really need to be careful. Health of virtue. Seems somewhat useful. Also, for some reason, Fane stole my thing. It's like, let me do this. I know you're an idiot. Don't touch that. Let me do it. This kind of looks like I could do something here. Just go and point it out, you know. A ghetto. At least I'm getting some money out of it.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toast the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic. This is not your business, long pig.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves,
Hmm.
revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you...
Just stand aside, won't you, mate?
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
Burrow looks you both up and down.
Ah, get out of here. The both of you.
The elf smiles and bows to...
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Is there? Grab a pair of boots. Well, good things I know where she's going.
Van rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you. The shadow of a...
Good work there. Good work.
Yeah.
I can tell you've got chops. Say.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Say.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs.
Mercenaries. It's a job. Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands. That's the truth. For me,
yeah,
why not help each other get out of here?
Oh, how do we get out of here?
The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood.
Sounds quite nice, actually.
Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists.
He grins, sharp teeth.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, can do.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye.
Looks like you've got quite a busy little crew already.
I do.
My instincts tell me to travel with a smaller pack. But if you happen to lose one...
Well, for the moment, I guess I'm quite okay.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Right, sure.
Approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear. Fane's words are quiet, but you hear the blacksmith repeat, "Face Ripper," in shock. She slowly...
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon and...
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
How do you get one of those?
Scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the order, she started turning out all...
She nods.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy all manner of things.
Good, we found somebody who can do something about this color of mine. Eh, that's good. In a way. Oh, we still have the problem that she probably just outright hates me.
Leave me. Go.
Race bloated corpse. Bloodsucker I already know. Pink touch. Mosquito swarm I already know. Race bloated corpse. Could potentially be useful.
Get away. Get...
She groans in pain.
Mona's leather pants. Don't really know why it's specifically stating that it's Mona's pants. And quite literally I don't care if it's Mona's pants or not. I can see a corpse, I can see a corpse. I can see a guy. It's here a guy who makes horrible sounds. I want more mages.
Is that thing eating corpses?
If you have to ask, yes. Can see blood, which is good.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort.
You. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. Maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about inside and set your memory straight. Would that... Are you mad? Yarrow loves the beach. Yarrow loves...
Okay. Ouch. He goes precisely after my mages, eh? Truth be told, that's a smart move.
I'll yield to none.
Can we still attack you? He's going to attack me if I run away, isn't he? He's playing dead. Contamination. Yikes. Now how to hit people. Give you that much. Boom. However, I don't really think we are in a good position to fight here.
I'll yield to none.
How did that manage to set you on fire, you bloody idiot? Ouch. Painful. And she burned to death. Great start. Very slowly and very sure. Very much slowly and very much even slower. Murder him. We have of course a bit of a problem because we cannot really reach him. Use your mosquito swarm. Nice. That was a lot of healing done. Very precisely when we needed it. No. Revive! Oh. Like literally. Revenge. Just.
The dead man, creature, thing lies in a heap on the beach.
Whatever it was too dangerous to be allowed to live.
It had to die. You can't...
His obsession with Yarrow suggests he wasn't entirely...
Yeah, but we're not going to go back and try this again. Mind you. Oh, that is a nice piece of armor though you had there. I'll take that off you. Into magical ring that grants restoration. That's nice. See, you almost got closed. Well then, let's form a little Congo line again and let's collect more stuff, I guess. Although I will admit, probably a good time to take a break for this day. Test hits. There lies an arm. Also quite a few mutilated corpses, but you know, can't really do much about.
By the Queen's beard, it looks like you lost a fight with a claw hammer.
Hmm.
You're in need of something to heal yourself up, eh?
Can't really say.
School of Hard Knocks, University of Life, Academy of this and that. I
Mhm.
have the talent for it, and whenever I found someone with skill...
Instead of a potion, she hands you an empty bottle and a fat brown mushroom.
I knew I saw some talent in you. Go ahead and come by. Once you've mastered the technique, you'll never need help from a crusty old quack like me again. Business savvy, don't be profane. This is
Oh.
people's health we're talking about. And I get Bane's as stubborn as an old steer. Says he don't believe in alchemy and won't accept a potion from... Still, my job ain't to judge.
Out my face, or I'll punch your lights out.
He smacks your hand away.
You're trying to kill me, ain't you? Get! Those bleeding fools think they run the place, but shut your trap. Let's get your ugly mug. Get your ugly.
Well, I'm sure at some point in the near future you'll be dead anyway, so we're just going to wait for that to happen. And then I'm gonna plunder whatever stuff you have left there. I hope it's worth it to be a bitch about everything. Can't seem it paying well, but I suppose some people are just more the principle side of things. Personally, then I prefer to be a mercenary.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of—
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time I'll let my needle do the licking. But you did, and now the table's—
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still— Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her—
Let me tell you, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this, but now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced— I intend to raise the subject with him.
Oh, let me point out, I'm not a lizard.
the needle in deep.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
Well, you know, we should go join you.
Sparkle of laughter.
Ha! How amusing. I admit, make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
Well, how about we could escape?
Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible.
Well, you know, just saved your ass, you know?
Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. I'm not quite sure the weather—
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck.
Let's discuss our You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, as a rogue, my speciality is
You are a
stealth,
rogue, you say?
quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead, then follow me. But wait, you seem to have quite a few followers already. We'll be far too
I will. Don't you worry. Okay, where is everybody else? Everybody else has decided to be a little bitch and far, far away, eh? Yeah, sometimes. These people, let me tell ya. Keep the birds happy.
Just as you're about to address the lizard,
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a
Well.
permission indeed.
he bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which the dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trunk. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering—
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar specimen in the firmament of dreamers, turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. That's because you haven't seen that other world in all its Oh, I was born with the promise of an empire, but to keep it I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too if I chewed that much Drudene.
Huh? What? But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? And you smell of burnt hair and barren dreams. But I have so close.
Oh, blouse. Oh, she's a rogue, and I would very much like to have a rogue in my team, so I guess I don't really need two fighters. I guess you will have the distinct. Can I actually? Where? How do I make this?
Hey. Hi.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Oh, really now? Well, well, well.
Okay, she just walks away. You.
What took you so long?
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep.
Oh boy, why do we have such nonsense in there? Very. Like this, and you actually got stuff. Finesse-based weapons and skills. Very good idea to give you also one more point there. Dual wielding seems to be your thing, also scoundrel. Let's make you a better scoundrel then, for the moment. And thievery. Oh, then equipment-wise, do I have anything to offer to you? Well, I have something to offer to you. That does not really protective. I'm the only one who thinks that that's not really protective. I mean, how is that even considered armor? No, that since we already talked with him. With the Red Prince. The Red Prince was like, I'm happy.
As you're about to approach the lizard, Sabine cups your chin between thumb and index.
Listen, I need to have a chat with this here morsel of flesh. He has wronged me once, but may just do right.
To your surprise, Sabine proceeds to throttle the unsuspecting lizard with one hand as she drives the tip of her needle into his lower belly with the other. Then, you hear him yelp about the master, lone wolves, and a man. Then, quite suddenly, there's blood everywhere as Stingtail falls to the ground, face first into his own intestines. Sabine heaves a sigh of satisfaction, and as she wipes...
Chat's over.
How dare you strike down a dreamer?
Such is my prerogative, Prince. And doubly so, my pleasure.
She makes a very good point, you know. Well, thanks for your skill books, I suppose. It's actually better than my mittens, even. Now then.
Something on your mind?
Do you... Why kill?
It's simple. He scarred me.
She defies you with devilish...
Can you blame me?
I'd have done this, to be fair.
I was wondering when your spying would make an... Anyway, what's dead is done, so let's move on, shall we? Despite my high hopes, this scar disfigures me still.
So, what's next?
The search for the master continues, of course. Hungry work, the hunt. And you know, Stingtail mentioned a cook, as it happens.
And I guess we also found out where the oranges quotation marks went.
The old dog whimpered.
Oh, then up we go. I mean, we now have ourselves a little rook. That is very much good and pleasing, I would say.
Sibyl gently places a hand on the small of your bag.
Let me have a word with the gentleman, would you? I've a little clue to...
Sibyl steps forward and asks Griff the cook about the lone wolves. A dead little back and forth ensues. Money crosses hands, and before you know...
Thank you. We should make good on our escape, you know. I have to see a man about a wolf
Okay.
in the hollow marshes. Naught but a whelp in skillful hands, and Zalaskar's his name.
Griff glances from his blade to you and back again.
Myro. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. Caught him red-handed. Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate. You already know the
Griff tears into one of the oranges with both hands. Juice.
Looks like everything's accounted for. Now the important question. Who's the thief?
He raises.
Looks like someone did my job for me.
Indeed.
Your guy's free to go. It should be...
Let's make it mysterious, like, now he thinks I did it. But I didn't, of course.
An elf, caked in mud and blood, looks...
You believe what he says? But
I have no
never
reason to.
trust the man who holds the key to another's freedom. Like me, you look for your own freedom. Out of Fort Joy. Am I correct?
Sure, do you know why?
I prepare, but you guess I need something too.
So how did he end up there?
Tells you, does he not? I take his supply. I tell you what I know. But first,
What do you have in mind?
I show you. And
Good.
finally, Griff releases me if, after I am free, you are free. Griff is a powerful man. Power is mysterious. In case you haven't, I intend no harm. I want only some provisions. You understand. Thank you. It is done. And
I know.
quickly. I thank you. I hold my end of the bargain. I show you the way out. But Sahela, a young girl here, I am her protector, and she is everything. A ruler.
Sure, what do we have in mind?
Give me your map. I give you this amulet. You must pass it to the elves who still remain. Tell I go to her. I wish.
Yep, so far so good, and we also know where the bloody elves are. In this little cave here. Not much I remember. As you can clearly see, this is not my first time around the beaches of What a Joy. It is however rather joyful to be back. I'll admit that much. How about you, little Fane? What are you good at? Don't really think I need one of those yet. That might be wise. A Geomancer, a Pyrokinetic, to 2 degrees.
What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes anyhow?
Okay, interesting. Need chills you in standing blood. Living armor. Dynamic, morning person, opportunist, pitfall. Section gives all magical skills a critical chance equal to your critical chance score. That sounds useful. What's for you? And I guess Executioner would probably be good to start.
What were you thinking, messing with Griff's brutes anyhow?
You already have Warfare 2, so I guess single-handed. Yeah, only these us two, eh? Us two little girlies here.
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper. Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
Let's become better at that too. Well, so far, so good, I would say.
Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave.
So much stuff already. That's probably something I should give to the elf. Well, which reminds me, I haven't leveled up my elf, have I?
Save your spirit to fight the Reaper.
No, let's give you a second point and dual wielding and gives you 10% dodging by dual wielding. That sounds nice. Also, nice collection of spell books. Well, I think I've freed all of you, so I can sell you at the next opportunity.
Rest now, or you'll hie yourself to the grave.
Mating habits. Okay, Fane, I will admit I will let you have your book. I'm not a monster, I'm not gonna sell your book. Well, at least I'm not that much.
You'll hie yourself to the grave.
But I think the rest will have to wait for the next time. Bam. And so, with this, I shall bid you adieu for the moment. Have a good one and all that. And I shall be back tomorrow, most likely. With, I don't even know, we shall see.
Spirit to fight the Reaper.
If I can manage to get the gambling part done, probably some Golden Sun. Bit of a pain in the ass, but you know, it's just once and then you're through with it. It does give good equipment though. We shall see, we shall see.